Hi, I'm Katy Ward, a graduate student in Western Kentucky University's Speech and Language Pathology program. Today I will be sharing with you about the clinical experience I have had with a client this semester through Western Kentucky University's Communication Disorders Clinic. My client, who we will call Daniel for the sake of this presentation, is an 11-year-old boy with a diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder. During our sessions this semester, we have targeted both receptive and expressive language goals. Daniel has 3 goals for the semester, each broken down into 2 more specific objectives. His first goal states that he will improve his communication skills when engaging in greetings and departures. More specifically, Objective 1.1 states that Daniel will verbally respond appropriately to greetings and departures given minimal verbal and tactile cueing. Objective 1.2 states that Daniel will follow a 3-exchange social script given minimal visual and verbal cueing. These objectives are addressed in natural greetings and departures with the client each week and with a visual social script. A video clip was also recorded, and both were sent home for him to watch and practice with before coming for his session each week. The second goal being targeted this semester states that Daniel will improve expressive language skills. Objective 2.1 reads, Daniel will spontaneously formulate a 3 to 4 word sentence about a picture, video, object, or activity with fading prompts. This objective is addressed during natural interaction with the client and with pages from the No Glamour Sentences workbook. The pages include 2 pictures, one of the noun and one of the verb. Daniel is required to formulate a 4-word sentence about the 2 pictures. For example, the boy is running, or the girls are coloring. When the objective was first addressed, additional text was written in between the pictures to serve as an additional visual aid. As the semester has progressed, the level of prompting has faded and the text has been removed. Objective 2.2 states Daniel will correctly answer WH questions about a picture, video, object, or activity given minimal verbal and gestural prompting. At the beginning of the semester, Daniel required maximal to moderate prompting to answer simple WH questions. A book called WH Questions on the Farm was introduced in order to teach the skill. The book is highly visual and provides tactile manipulatives to respond to the questions. After the skill was mastered at this level, a shortened version of Goldilocks and the 3 Bears was created, including a simple sentence structure and small pictures positioned above important words. Each week, the client is required to read along with the clinician, answering WH questions along the way. For example, where do the bears live? Or whose soup was too hot? The final goal this semester states that Daniel will improve receptive language skills. Objective 3.1 reads, Daniel will follow 2-step directions to complete a task using daily living vocabulary, given minimal verbal, visual, and tactile prompting. This objective is addressed using 2 different activities, both of which are very motivating for Daniel. The first is an activity where the client is required to listen to directions about how to dress a family of paper bears. An example of a 2-step direction used in this task would be, put the green shirt on Daddy Bear and put the red dress on Mama Bear. I hold up a card that says, say it while I verbalize the direction, then place the card on the table in front of him, indicating that it is his turn to repeat the direction before accomplishing it. Daniel has less difficulty remembering both steps of the direction if he is required to repeat it himself. The second activity used to address this objective is one where Daniel is prompted to feed Goldilocks and the bear specific food items. He is presented with a field of 5 to 6 pictures and given a direction such as feed Goldilocks a banana and feed the bear a cookie. The Say It card is used in the same way with this activity, giving Daniel a chance to repeat the 2-step direction before attempting to complete it. Objective 3.2 states that Daniel will listen to and correctly sequence a 3-step story given minimal visual and verbal cues. To address this objective, I choose 5 different sets of super duper sequencing cards. The words first, next, and last are written on small pieces of paper, and Daniel is required to place the correct picture under each word. Daniel listens to me tell the short story and is then asked, what happened first? What happened next? And so on. Daniel has improved in both expressive and receptive areas of communication this semester and is on track to meet his goals and objectives. He is a very active child, requiring multiple breaks throughout the session. Daniel is required to work for 5 minutes or until he is no longer able to attend. He is then given a 2-minute break with a preferred activity. A visual timer is used to notify Daniel when the break is over and it is time to work again. He is very motivated for time on the iPad, and he enjoys a specific puzzle app that includes various scenes, animal puzzles, and background music. Daniel also enjoys getting out of his seat to play with the bowling set in the floor during his breaks. This client has challenged me to be creative and come up with a variety of engaging hands-on activities to target multiple objectives. I have learned to be flexible as Daniel's level of regulation and sensory needs vary from session to session. This clinical experience has helped me to better understand the importance of meeting a client where they are each time they come in the door. I know that these are skills that will assist me as I continue in my clinical externships and will be carried over into my career as a speech and language pathologist.